What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're filming a video that is slightly different. Different in terms of different for my YouTube on topic, but a little bit more on the discussion side. Now, as you guys know, I love having a discussion here on my channel, and I actually have these type of discussions in my everyday life, shall we say. This video, it is the topic of kind of talking about how social media can influence your buying habits and ultimately how it affects your personal goals, right? You know, just the other day, I found myself in a little bit of a dilemma, which I haven't been in a little while actually. So it did trigger me to want to make this video because I just thought, you know what, like it's something that I feel that we should speak about. I personally speak about it in my personal life, so I thought, well, why not share that topic with you guys today? If you guys enjoy these type of talkative, opinion-based in terms of, you know, because it's not necessarily like, yeah, here's an unboxing, as much as we love the unboxings, but you get my point. So let me know if you enjoy these type of videos, and maybe we can do them once a month or something like that. Just quickly, before I get into this video, if you are new to my channel, then hi, hello, I'm Adila, nice to meet you. If you're not subscribed, then honestly, I don't really know what you're thinking, okay? Definitely subscribe right now. I can wait for you to do it. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. And if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you also. Let me start with why I wanted to make this video. So I wanted to make this video because, as I said, in one of my last videos, I would have mentioned that I wanted to get the LV Vivienne Christmas collection because it is one that actually launched last week. Last week? Yes, last week. And prior to that, I thought that I wanted to order some items from the collection, especially the mini pochette and the round coin purse. Now, I just wanted to highlight something really quickly. Me and Instagram have like a love-hate relationship because I don't agree with everything about Instagram. I do like the element of having a community and speaking to you guys on there, and, you know, us sharing our love for luxury and that type of thing back and forth. I do feel that Instagram can be very unhealthy for us as individuals if we don't know how to process that information that we receive on a daily basis. And you know what's funny is we can fall victim to such a thing called Instagram, and I'm going to say Instagram mostly because that's kind of the only really platform I use, but this goes across the board. I found myself wanting the Vivienne collection. Let me tell you something. I don't really wear colour, ever. Like, I wear red lipstick, red nails, and literally that's about it in terms of striking colour. A couple of years ago, when I looked at the Vivienne collection in store, I was like, no, this is not for me. This is not something I would never ever buy, ever. Like, I was not even interested in looking at it. Yes, the pieces are cute. Yes, I think they're cute, and that's about it, okay? They're not personally something that I would buy and actually use in my everyday life because I just wouldn't know where to apply it in my personal wardrobe. It's not an item that I would collect. But then, as I've been kind of more active on Instagram, and how Instagram works is you're flooded with a ton of images on a daily basis, depending on how often you're on there as well. You know, your intake of levels is going to be different to another person's. But the point is, you end up seeing these images over and over again, and it creates this thing within you that makes you feel like you want it, or you get ideas put into your mind subconsciously that you don't even realize that eventually it reaches your consciousness, meaning that I started wanting the Vivienne pieces. I did. I was going to spend my money on that collection, but it was never for me. It never will be for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I might buy one piece once upon a time if I really, really love it, but I'm not into amusement parks. I don't like roller coasters. I don't. And I got caught up. And it's quite scary how that can happen. And it's not just LV Vivian that can do that to you, it's everything. It can be Chanel's, it can be anything and everything that you consume on Instagram or like-for-like platforms, okay? It could be that you're looking at a certain type of lifestyle. You could be looking at people traveling all the time. Before you know it, you're going to have travel fever yourself. You're going to be thinking, well, why aren't I traveling? Like, why can I not go traveling today? Why am I sitting here doing this, 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 and this? And they're doing this, this, that, and that. Like, you start idolizing over something that just was never in your lane in the first place. And it doesn't always have to be a financial situation. That's not it. What I'm trying to say is it's not necessarily because I can't travel or because I can't buy the LV Vivian. It's not that. Sometimes it is that. But what I'm saying is that it's even deeper, that you end up spending unnecessary money on something you never even liked. You never would have picked if it wasn't for that constant imagery that you see on a daily basis. Isn't that shocking? Because it shocks me. I think it's something that we definitely need to speak more about. It doesn't have to be like a serious situation. I mean, for some people, it does get to a serious level where they need to, you know, get external help, because it does mess with the mental mind and can put you in a position of discomfort within yourself, actually. In terms of argument, you could easily say, well, it's the individuals that don't have enough money because they can't travel, or they don't have enough this or that or whatever. But it's not even that. Like, it's applied to everybody, literally, no matter where you are in terms of status and monetary value. It will happen to you too, because each person is looking at another level. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're buying Coach, you're looking at MK, or, you know, like for like. Or if you're buying Coach and MK, you're looking at Louis. If you're buying Louis, you're looking at Chanel. If you're buying Chanel, you're looking at Hermes, you know, etc., etc. So everybody has something that they're looking at, if that makes sense. If you're buying Hermes, you're looking at a private jet. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying it doesn't apply to people that don't have enough money or this and no, it happens to everyone, okay? So don't kid yourself thinking that, well, this wouldn't happen to me because I'm in a stable situation and la da da da. No, it happens to pretty much everyone. It has different effects on different people. Some people, it has a negative impact. Other people, it has a positive impact. Meaning, okay, I want to attain these things. So you would then do something about it. You would, I don't know, get a pay rise at work, or push even harder, start your own business, blah, blah, blah. Like, it has different effects on everyone. And it's very important to understand what those effects are on yourself. Because until you know that, it's going to keep happening to you. And you're going to feel like in certain moods when you've consumed that type of media, but you're not going to relay it to that. You're just going to be like, oh, having a bad day today. Well, why are you having a bad day? Well, I don't really know. I'm just having a bad day. You know? Like, but if you really did look underneath the layers, it could be from Instagram, it could be from Twitter, it could be from Facebook, whatever. Like, I don't know. But you have to remember that these platforms also have their own agenda. They know you based on your habits probably better than you know yourself, which is a very scary thing. Because I love having these type of topics, I can easily run away with the fairies, and I'm trying to stay like to the point here so you can understand and grasp what I'm trying to say. But it's kind of hard because I don't script my videos. I just don't, because I don't. So if I do ramble a little bit, then I'm sorry about that. I think one of the most sad things about social media and the effects that it has on us is, for some people, it can leave you in a place that is not a good one. It can leave you feeling unworthy. It can leave you feeling like you don't have your life put together. You have a lot of work to do, and, you know, just generally make you feel just crappy about yourself. And that, for me, makes me sad. Like, I personally, I've always been, like, if you know me in my everyday life, whatever, you would know that even me being on social media is like a big thing, like for me, in the sense of I've just never really believed in it because of the effects that I know it can have on people. And I find it hard to be a part of something that is at the same time very, very toxic. Social media, everything looks like very glamorous. Everybody's put together, everybody's got their stuff, you know, sorted out. Everybody shows their happy moments more so than their real life struggles that they may be going through, this, that, and the fourth. And we might be looking at other people's collections and how many SLGs they have, how many handbags they have, how many this they have, like, you know. And I might even play that part to you, and if I do and it's unhealthy for you, then you definitely need to think about yourself and feel free to move on from me, because at the end of the day, it's about your mental state, your mental health. I do the same thing. If I find that somebody is just like taking over my mind a little bit, in the sense of it's not good for me, I will unfollow and maybe come back later. You don't know what that other person behind the screen has been through, what they're going through currently. How did they attain all those bags? You know, and another thing is like with Instagram, within our community, some people are gifted these items. So I'm talking about, like, you know, big time influencers that have an array of bags. Most of them, some of them could be gifted. I'm not saying everybody's bags are gifted. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying some individuals that we may look up to, that is the case. Some disclose it, some don't. When it's you who's working for that money, making decisions about, well, if I place my money here, it means this, this, and this. You know, as a consumer, somebody who's actually spending their money, I feel like there's a disconnect, because the way that we get consumed in a platform like Instagram, it disconnects the actual things we should be focusing on when we're making purchases. What is the material? Is it durable? Is there longevity? Does it match my style, my wardrobe? Like, so many different factors that we should be considering about ourselves and our lifestyles to be making those purchases. Not, this is a trendy bag, or my favorite influencer's got the bag, so how can I shift what I need to shift to buy the bag? Like, that's what I feel like the reasons have come to, especially if you are indulging in social media. It almost strips you away from your own choice, your own thought process that you would have gone through if you were not on social media. You would have thought about it, applied it to your life. Does it work or no? But the fact is, do you know if their bags were gifted? Do you know if they went into debt buying that bag to post pictures on Instagram? Do you know any of that? Because the fact is, none of us do, unless you personally know these people and you know what they're doing with their finances. You don't know that. You don't want to create a situation for yourself based on what you think somebody else is doing, or because the influence has become so much that you do it anyway. We can sometimes reach a little bit outside of our means and think about, oh, you know what, I'll just sort it out later. I think my main problem is that for vulnerable people who haven't quite figured themselves out, or, you know, what's the best financial situation for me, you know, you can end up in this trap, because you're always trying to attain more. You're always trying to live outside of the means, okay, or your own personal means. So therefore, you're like living in a false reality, and you're continuously going to keep living in that and trying to chase that to keep that image, right? But you're not actually living it, actually enjoying these purchases. Like, luxury is luxury. It's not everyday rice. It's not pasta. It's not an essential. It's luxury. It's supposed to be like a treat. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's supposed to be luxurious. Luxurious doesn't come every single day. It just doesn't. I just feel like, for most of us anyway, even when you have so much money, endless amounts of money, you still have days where you eat your pasta and your rice in your pajamas on the sofa. Not everyday luxury. It just isn't. And social media does not allow us to remember that. In fact, it makes us forget that and makes us spend more money. It does. You know, I could go on for ages, to be honest with you, but essentially my point of this video is always, always, always look at yourself. Always reevaluate. Always take the time to see how you're doing. Don't think that social media doesn't have an effect on you, because it does. Ask yourself, does it depress you? Does it suppress you? Does it excite you? Does it make you a better person? Does it not make you a better person? Is it positive on your finances? Is it not positive on your finances? Does it make you strive for more, but without jeopardizing whatever you've been doing for the last 20 years, you know, 5 years, 10 years, whatever, depending on your age? But understand the effects of social media on yourself. Well, that's the point of this video. Does it make you feel positive about yourself? Does it make you feel negative about yourself? These are the type of things that we need to exercise and think about. I personally do it. If I get to a point where I've had enough of social media because it's starting to affect me, like, and some days it's not that I even know why it's affecting me, like, oh yes, I'm feeling negative today. You know, sometimes I could just be feeling in a way, in a mood, and I will just know that I need to stop social media. Like, I just won't even want to look at it. I might not know the exact reason as to why that is. I just know that, you know what, I just want to spend a day off Instagram. I just do. I want to come off. I definitely have days like that. I know other friends that have days like that as well. The high majority of people, if not everyone, has an effect from social media, because you're a human being. And that's just is what it is. I know this video is a little bit more, not serious, but I guess a little bit more serious toned than my usual ones, because I am very jokey, as you guys know, which for me, it's kind of like, it still is a light-hearted conversation, because it doesn't have to be serious in order to have these conversations. I just feel like we need to have the conversation, and if you're not having the conversation with yourself, then you definitely need to have the conversation with yourself. And sometimes it's also sad when we can see a loved one going through the effects of social media, but they can't see it themselves. That happens too. And oftentimes you can see it outside of yourself and somebody else more than you can see it on yourself. So just always remember to detox the social media situation. Take time away from it. It's not a reality. It's a platform that we all put whatever it is that we want other people to see. We curate it in a way that we like. And there we go. So always be mindful of that. Always put yourself first. Always put your choices first. Never just buy stuff because somebody else is buying them, and don't fall for the trap of that situation. If you are following somebody who puts you in a funk, unsubscribe from them, unfollow them, whatever, just for a little while. Go back, see if you're okay with it. You know, maybe you need to take breaks. Maybe you just need to unfollow this person, like, period, and never come back. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a discussion I wanted to have with you guys, because, like I said, I felt like I was buying pieces that, and I'm quite strong-willed. I'm quite strong-willed in the sense of, I know my style. I know what I like. I know, like, I'm pretty strong on that department. And I nearly bought Vivian. Vivian nearly entered this household. And that would have been a huge mistake, because I'm trying to live my life in a way of making sensible choices and putting my money in places where it actually matters. Instead of buying Vivian, I'll buy stock instead. Simple. Or that money could go towards another bag that I want, you know, that I actually really want. I maintain this by having a wish list. Continuously look at my wish list to understand that, nope, Adila, don't deter, because it means you're getting further away from these items. As much as I'm seeing a Vivian all over my Instagram, I don't care for you, Vivian, I'm sorry. As much as you're trying to tempt me, I don't want you, honey, okay? But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely, of course, Let me know again if you want to have these type of discussions once a month or whatever. Leave the topic discussions that you would, like to discuss in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. If you haven't had enough, then definitely watch this video right here or this one down here. I love that I can have these conversations with you guys. Follow me on Instagram if you want to DM me separately or anything like that. I'd love to have a chat on there as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.